Hello everyone and welcome to Lovella's Coloring. I hope you guys are having a lovely Sunday. I thank you so much for joining me in my coloring in day 20 of this advent calendar that was illustrated by Chihiro Shiomi. I did purchase this illustration through her Etsy store, so down below in the video description you can find both the links to her Etsy store and to this PDF. And the area that I will be coloring in is right over here. And so I'm going to go ahead and zoom you guys in and we'll get started. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with this area down here. I'm going to bring in the cool gray number 4. And it's just to color in this section right here of the frame. It's really small. So I do have to let you know again, my son Mason is here with us as I am recording, and for this video I will also be answering a tag. It is called the Positive 2020 coloring tag, and I was tagged by Jamie from JamiesColoringLove, so thank you so much, Jamie, for tagging me. I'm going to be coming in with the Fuchsia 436 and the Cherry Blossom 011. I'm going to color in the heart. And this tag, the Positive 2020, was created by Rachel, whose YouTube name is Minnie Rach. Her channel is actually pretty new to me, so I haven't watched her video yet. I was planning to do it after this one. I did watch Jamie's, that's how I knew about this tag. But I thank you, Rachel, for creating this tag. I'm gonna watch her video soon after. And she is new to YouTube, so please check out her channel and give her some love. So I'm just gonna be coloring in the areas that I know of right now. I'm still thinking about what to color her blanket. I have an idea. I think I'm gonna put a pattern to it, like a holly design on it, but I'm still deciding, so we'll see when we get to that part. But so going on with the tag, the first question is, what was a happy memory before COVID? And that's between January and March. I will also have the list of questions down below in the video description if you want to see the list. So the happy memory, well, I think I've said it before that last Christmas we spent it with my parents, so we were there like even through New Year, so we didn't go home until after like a couple days after January. So I'm gonna come in and do the beads right here. I'm gonna be using the Ivory 116 and the Raw Umber 184. And yeah, so that I think was one of the best memories, because you know the time we spent there for New Year's and for New Year's and Christmas, I'm sorry, it was the first time all 4 kids were able to spend Christmas with the whole family. My siblings were all there, my parents, and yeah, because it was the first time. I think the last time I had Christmas with my parents, they actually came up here to Washington, but it was only them and my sister. My brother wasn't able to come at that time because he used to live in the East Coast. He used to live in Virginia, so there's always like a sibling, one of us, missing during Christmas. So yeah, this past Christmas was very special, and I'm so glad that we did it before all this COVID. My kids got to spend time with their grandparents. My parents got to spend time with their grandkids, and my husband and I got to spend a couple of days in downtown Las Vegas for our anniversary. So yeah, a lot of memories were made during our trip there. So that would be my happy memory. I'm going to start with the ribbon. I'm going to be bringing in the Carmine 042, And yeah, again, just very happy that we were able to do that. Be there with the whole family, spend both Christmas and New Year's with them. Because this year, we're all, in our own homes. My sister and my brother are actually, they live closer to my parents, even though they both live in California. But they're just like a drive away. I mean, for us, it's like a road trip just to get down there. So just, just so happy again, that we have phones, we have our computers, to communicate with, our family. So I'm going to come in with Malachite Green 255. So the second question is, what is something that helped you through the first wave of COVID? So for me, coloring, of course. I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I'm not working, but with my oldest was off at college, and my youngest was still at home, so I was home taking care of him. And then my two middle kids were still at school, and they had their own hours. My daughter Malia, she's still in high school, but she was going to the community college for the running start, so her hours were, they were changing. So I'm always driving to whenever her classes are. College life, the hours are different for each class, each semester. And then my son, he has his own schedule too, so it was a lot of driving. But the only thing that pretty much changed because of COVID was that I was home. And I forgot what the question was. What is something that helped you through? So coloring, I just, making sure that, I kept myself busy. If I needed some time out from the kids because they're all home, I turned to coloring. Another thing is that I did start diamond painting this year, and during the first few months, I think my first Hannah Lynn diamond painting is the one that I remembered, because we were so worried about COVID, about coming into contact with someone that had it, and my husband had to go to the hospital at the time. I think I posted it on YouTube that I wouldn't be able to record any videos at the time because my I had to bring my husband. But then I just, at that time, my diamond painting was so repetitive, because it's kind of like color by numbers. You're just putting the diamonds to the respective symbols, and then you're just creating a painting with diamonds. And that was just so automatic that it kind of took my mind off those kind of worries. So I guess coloring and diamond painting were great things that helped me during the first wave. And also knowing that the schools, even though like the university, I was just happy that my daughter was able to go home. I was wondering, I think in March, we brought her home the second week, and we just left her stuff there, and we brought her home. Just, because everything was so unsure at the time, and we don't know how it's passed on, and I was just happy to just have all my kids home. Number 3 is, what is a positive connection you had online? I'm going to come in now with Carmine042. So I don't know if I'm interpreting the question correctly, but I'm just going to answer it the way I think it sounds. A positive connection. Well, through, making videos, I was able to just get my mind out of things going on in the world and in politics or whatever, everything that's going on. Just doing these colorings and just connecting with a lot, everyone, other people that watch my videos, and connect. I got to meet a lot of people this year, and I don't know if it's because of the COVID or anything, but I think that's a positive thing, is just meeting other people that love coloring and have the same interest, and just being able to relate to them no matter what, no matter what your politics, no matter what the religion you practice, no matter, any other stuff that we may disagree on. But the one thing is that we bonded over coloring, and coloring is the only thing that I put out on social media. I don't even go on Facebook, because that's, for me, Facebook is just a hole that I can get lost in. And yeah, but I guess that is the positive thing, is meeting so many wonderful people through my YouTube channel, through Instagram, and everyone being very positive. And I'm just hoping that, my videos helped in any way, either just to take your mind off some things, because that's what, everyone in the coloring community, every color tuber, their videos do for me. It kind of takes my mind out of stuff you don't want to just get into in your mind, especially with all the news all around. It's something to just escape to. So yeah, so the positive is just all the people I've met through my videos, through Instagram. I feel very blessed to have met all of you, everyone that's commented, everyone that has reached out to me. And yeah, so I'm going to come in with the Raisin 486, and I'm going to add some shadows. And then number 5, what is your greatest achievement during lockdown? Oh, I think Jamie, I just remember kind of agreeing with her answer. I think she answered this also for this question, but one of my greatest achievement, that's I think the same as hers, is getting my youngest son potty trained. I think I talked about it before, just trying to get him potty trained, and because he already turned 4, and I know, he's my 4th kid, and I know I've told other parents, don't compare your kids to other kids, but still, even when I say it to other people, I still can't help just thinking, what am I doing wrong? Am I doing enough? And maybe I'm not keeping a better schedule. So this pandemic keeping us on lockdown and I didn't have to go anywhere, it kind of helped keep a schedule and helping my son get potty trained. So I think that would be that's one of the greatest achievement. And also, yeah, I think connecting with so many other people this year has been a great achievement, because I'm really a shy person. So just meeting other people through YouTube and Instagram has been a great achievement. Okay, so I had to leave for a little bit. My son needed me, and I think I was at my greatest achievement. So yeah, potty training and just getting to know a lot more people this year through, you know, Instagram and YouTube. I mean, that's the reason why I joined YouTube, to connect to other people, because I don't know anyone around me that lives around me that has the same passion for coloring. And yes, I did go through Instagram, but still that's a little bit distant. And at the same time, I was asked, you know, like to share how I did some stuff, and it was hard. I didn't know how to do the live on Instagram, and I thought it would just be easier if I just did YouTube. And yeah, looking back, I'm just glad that I continued with it. And I guess the greatest achievement for my channel would be reaching 4,000 subscribers, or over the 4,000 subscribers. So I thank you so much for, you know, everyone for subscribing, and any one of you that are new for continuing to watch me. I know I don't say, you know, like the what is it, to subscribe or anything. I just assume, you know, like it's supposed to be adults watching my channel. You know the deal. You know, if you like the channel, you'll subscribe, and that's just me. That's just how I look at it. And plus, I was saying it wrong. I don't know if you've watched my first couple videos when I said, you know, like to please subscribe and some other stuff. I can't remember, but my son was telling me I was saying it wrong, and I'm like, I'm not going to say it anymore. It doesn't feel right for me to say it. I was like, if you like, yeah, and you know, so what I'm trying to say is, we're all adults. We know how YouTube works. If you like the channel, you'll subscribe or just watch. I don't mind either way. I just want to say that I am so grateful and thankful to all of you for watching, and I just hope that everyone enjoys it, and because this is just supposed to be for fun for me. And it is. It has been a fun journey. So I'm going to come in with the lamp black, kind of like my coloring journey. This is my YouTube journey, and I thank you guys for coming along. And I think I did this part a little too close together. So the next question is, what is the best coloring page you have done during lockdown? That's, I don't know, because I feel like there's always something that I can do better or learn to do. But a recent one, I guess, would be the Kirby Rosanna's one. A lot of people really like that page, and I mean, that page kind of just, you know, like thinking about how I thought about how I would color it, it just came together so easily. You know, I researching the waves and kind of putting my own spin on how the light reflects, especially if it was supposed to be like a sunset or a sunrise, and just seeing how it came out. And a lot of people liked it. I'm just happy that they do. So yeah, so I guess that would be the page, and maybe I'll put it up here just in case you haven't seen it. But it's been on my I posted it on my Instagram, and I shared it in my completed pages for November. So I'm gonna start with this beam over here. I'm going to come in with Cool Gray number 4. So that one, I think my coloring in the Jasmine Beckett Griffith, the Halloween one, was another great achievement. Or was it great achievement? No, best coloring page. Oh, best coloring page. No, because I was thinking that page from Jasmine Beckett Griffith, the Halloween one, because her illustrations would intimidate me, and I was just, it's a page that for me, I thought was great, because overcoming that fear of messing up a page, I think any page that I overcome any fear to color, it would be one of the greatest pages that I color. Oh, did I skip? I skipped number 4. Sorry. Number 4 is, who is the person you appreciate during this time? Who is the person you appreciate during this time? I guess for me, it would be my husband. Again, because I'm a stay-at-home mom, I appreciate my husband, for working, and just so thankful that he has a job that he can do at home. And yeah, for everything he does for our family, we sacrifice a lot as a young adults with kids. We had our finances when we got married weren't very good. We were still learning how to get it straight and everything. And I'm just so glad that now, like, we're in our 40s, we have savings now. So I'm gonna come in and do I'm just gonna color it like it's what do you call it, like a bay window. So I'm just gonna make it like a wood color. So I'm gonna come in with Burnt Umber 180 and Sepia 182. So yeah, my husband is the person that I appreciate, because he doesn't, when COVID hit everywhere, he was the one that went out and did the errands. And he was the one, if needed, he would quarantine, and, well, he quarantined when he went to the ER. So, but yeah, he did everything, and being home and being able to work remote, he's just been doing a lot of, like the stuff around the house that just got let go. He's been doing that, helping out the kids with their homework, especially when I get very busy with Mason. And he's been also very supportive, with my coloring journey in YouTube and stuff. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the background, and I'm gonna use the same colors that I used from here. So I have Indigo 460. What did I do? When I left for a bit, I had to kind of like refreshen my son's skin with both Cetaphil and Aquaphor, so my hands feel a little greasy at the moment. So I wanted to make sure I wasn't like rubbing it in the illustration. So let me see. So I skipped 4, so I answered 4, and the next one is 7. What's a coloring artist you got introduced to this year? There's so many. A lot from Coloring Heaven, like Josh Lee. And I did color one of his illustrations, which was the Bee Princess, and that was a buddy color with Sandra. Thank you so much, Sandra, for doing that buddy color with me. Who else? Sarah Richter, who's in the new Coloring Heaven magazine. Jeff Haney, and who else? I think Color Questopia. I think they were around last year, were they? And I think I didn't get any of their books until this year, so maybe they're new to me also. Huara from Etsy. There's a lot of Etsy illustrators that are new to me, artists like Color and Chicks, also new to me. So yeah, that was a lot. I think I was only supposed to answer one, but yeah, there was a lot. Every year it seems like there's new artists that I discover, so all of those artists are wonderful, great illustrations. So happy they're sharing their work with us. Oh, Audrey Kawasaki is another one. She offered a free illustration when COVID started. I'm sure there's lots more also that I didn't mention. So I'm just gonna smooth this indigo out. So number 8 is a song that helped you during lockdown. So if you watched my other I forgot which day it was, one of the Advent videos, I said who my most listened to artist was, and it was Taylor Swift. I listened to a lot of her songs, especially her new albums that came out this year, both the Folklore and the Evermore, which just came out like last week. And yeah, so that's 2 albums from her in 1 year, and they're both beautiful albums. I do recommend her music. The song that really stuck out to me from her Folklore, I mean, they're all, I can listen through the whole album, not skip any songs, but one that really stood out to me, especially during COVID, is This Is Me Trying, because it's not like an angry, frustrated kind of song, saying this is me trying. No, it's like kind of a serene sounding kind of song, and it's just reminding ourselves that every day is us trying, especially in COVID, with COVID all around. This is me trying to continue to be the best mom I can be, to teach them how to sacrifice, especially with everything that's going on, trying to be positive, trying to show an alternative way to be happy, not to dwell in the bad things, try to find the positive side to things. And yeah, so that song really hits me hard. This is me trying, because I think that's what everyone is doing. Everyone is trying to do their best despite, everything, whatever everyone is going through. Everyone is, I know it's hard. I don't want to get too into it because it can, for me, I just don't like looking at the news too much because I'll just end up tearing up and crying and just feel too much for what's going on for, everyone. Everyone's affected one way or another. It doesn't have to only be, directly affected through COVID. Everyone is affected through their work. Just the economy, their loved ones, their friends. It's around us, so it's just trying to get through it. So that one was one song. In her new album, one song that really hit me, her new album Evermore, there's a song that she wrote for her grandmother, which was called Marjorie, and that one hit me really good because I'm a second generation Filipino American, and our families were all separate. My grandmother lived with us only for a couple of years, and I didn't really get to know her that well. I mean, I knew she's my grandmother, I know some things, but hold on, I'm gonna come in with the lamp black. I wished, I asked her more questions. I asked more about her life. I asked, like what her journey was, how she fell in love with my grandfather, but I was a teenager then. I wasn't really interested or anything. And so Taylor Swift's song Marjorie, it, especially, with all the people that's lost someone this year, it just makes you, for me, like realize, how should I say this? To appreciate that you have your family near you. We could all be stuck in the house, but just be happy that your family's fine, they're with you, they're healthy, and just to continue to say I love you, even though you may be fighting one day. But and it makes me wonder, like, will my grandkids want to know my journey in life, what the things I learned? So Marjorie, I guess, because she talks about like how she wished she could ask her grandmother about the dresses in her closet, like where she wore it to, and her travels, and what could she teach her right now, as an adult. So I know there's people that will say, like, oh, Taylor Swift, she only talks about breakups and the boys she's dated, but I'm glad that she's dating. For me, I'd rather her date and find out who she loves rather than immediately jumping in and getting married. There's too many celebrities that end up divorced, or just jump in too quickly. It's like, I'm glad she's taking her time, getting to know herself and getting to know the person that she's with. But so those are the two songs that, that helped me. Okay, so I had to go and help my son again. And so the next question is, a TV show that's helped you during the lockdown. I would have watched Friends if I could have found my my DVD collection, but it's somewhere in a box in our garage. But on Netflix, I did rewatch. I finished all of Once Upon a Time. That one helped me. I kind of like, the fantasy. It kind of takes you away from reality. So, yeah, I watched Once Upon a Time. I watched Supernatural. I actually restarted that back to the first episode. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with her face. I'm just going to lay down some brown 099 shade. Oh, so what else? There were other TV shows that I watched, but those two are the ones that stuck out the most. Oh, what is it? That Marbles one. I cannot think of the show. The superheroes. I caught up on that one. Yeah, and Once Upon a Time, and also Supernatural. So those are the TV shows that I watched, and they're great TV shows to escape. Also to have in the background while I'm coloring. So number 10 is, what is something you wouldn't have done if it wasn't for the pandemic? I think, I can't think of anything for like coloring or for my channel. Nothing's coming to mind at the moment. I'm coming in with the peach, but definitely it would have taken me longer to potty train my son, because like I said before, I was always I always had to be somewhere to pick up my daughter, pick up my son, go on errands, go do all the house chores and stuff. So I always had somewhere else to be. I couldn't just hang around the bathroom waiting for him to go, and I did that a lot. So yeah, there would be times when T from T's World Adult Coloring, she would call me, and I'm just like waiting there by the potty with my son, waiting for him to finish while I talk to her. She was so sweet to keep me company while while we both wait and see if my son does anything. But yeah, he wouldn't have learned as gonna come in with the fuchsia 436, then color this in her cheeks so she's warm. Whoops, I think I did that a little bit dark. Just gonna come in with the Cherry Blossom 011 and just smooth this cheek out. The fuchsia I laid down there. Just come back in with the brown. So the last question, which is number 11, what is something you are going to do once this pandemic is over? what I plan to do, and I've said this already to my family and some friends, is I'm going to drop off my kids to spend some time with their grandparents, and gonna go on a vacation with my husband, celebrate our 20th anniversary, and get some much needed sleep, full night's sleep. I haven't had like a full night's sleep for a while, so that's what I would do. And then take my kids out to wherever they want to go. Probably like Disneyland. I'm sure everyone would go to Disneyland. Or just visit family, I think. Hang out with the family. Okay, I'm going to come in and color her hair. I'm just going to go ahead and make her blonde using the cocoa, yellow ochre, and ivory instead of the cream. So I'm going to come in with the yellow ochre. Put this one down. Yeah, so I'm not sure what else. I think that's it. Probably go on another vacation, a girl's vacation. I think, I don't know. Yeah, vacation with my husband, vacation with the kids. I need some time off. I'm not ashamed to say it. I mean, I love my kids, but I also need some little vacation time. And I know my parents would love to spend time with the kids. And I want my kids to spend some time to get to know their grandparents more, even though they see them almost every year, except for this year. Well, no, they did see them for New Year's. I forgot. But it seems so long ago. Coming in with the ivory. So her pants, I'm going to go ahead and color that blue. I'm just going to go over maybe she's wearing those body suits. What are those called? The whole body outfit, pajamas. I'm just going to this is the indigo that I'm using, and just putting in where I think the shadows would be. I think this might be an hour video with the questions, but there's also a lot of space that I had to color in here. So if you're still here, thank you so much for listening to my questions. That was it. That was the 11 questions for this tag. But after I do this video, I'm going to be watching The Mandalorian with my husband. Did you guys watch it already? Don't tell me anything. I haven't watched it yet, so. But I heard it was very good, so I'm very excited. We actually didn't watch it the whole season. We wanted to wait till it was all out, all the episodes, and then we're just gonna binge watch the whole thing. forgot her hand there. Coming in with Horizon Blue 312. Just come in with the brown 099. I think she's drinking hot cocoa. And come in with the Horizon Blue 312 for the cup. Right here. So, I don't know who's been tagged already, but I'm just gonna tag anyone that hasn't done it yet. If you have a YouTube channel, please do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and make like little hollies. I'm gonna bring in Signal Red 043. So all I'm gonna do is like go 3. Just putting them in random spots, just guessing where they would be. And then I'm going to come in with Fur Green 288. Here. Let's quickly go in. That. I'm not very worried about having it precisely look like it, because from a distance it looks alright. When you look up close, it not very clean, but it's okay. Go here. I think that's good. So I'm gonna color just a light pink, or the Cherry Blossom 011, and just go in and lightly color in the areas that I didn't. Oops, I think that was the smoke. Try not to drag the other colors out. Here. Just doing a light layer. Trying to go in the direction of wherever the blanket looks like it's going. Okay, so I'm going to come in with the Cool Gray number 4 to add a little bit of shadow. There's already shadow added, so I'm just adding a little bit more. Here. wherever I think there's a shadow, I'm just trying to add that in. Try to remember her fingers. And right there. Okay, so wherever I laid the cool gray, I'm going to come in with the cherry blossom and just add a little bit more. Again, trying to be careful not to hit like the green and drag the color. My hand is kind of cramping a little bit. I'm not used to coloring straight for this long. Okay. Her hands, just gonna come in with the peach. Just gonna color that one in. And the planets, I've wanted to do this, the blue planet, blue Saturn. Then I have horizon. This one I really wanted it to be the gold, a gold ball. So this, I'm going to come in with the gel pen soon. So should I make that red too? Actually, let me make it the pink here and yellow ochre for the middle. I'm gonna come in with the Uniball Signal 0.8 and just start drawing the dangling bits. I don't know what these are called, or ornaments, I guess. I don't know what those are. I'm going to come in with the metallic gel pens for that. I think that's all the silver. So I have the gold metallic 551. I'm just going to put this in to make some here. I'm guessing this one looks like it's the same. And here's another color. This is 554. I'm just gonna make dots on that. And then here's another color. This is number 517, and it's like a darker color, so I'm just add it in there. Then I have the Nouveau glitter marker, Silver Mist. Just going to go over those. I'll come back with the Posca. So I have here the 1M Posca, and I was trying to figure out how am I going to make this look like, oops, sorry, is coming out from the come in with, hopefully it didn't dry already, a Q-tip and just kind of rub it around a little bit. This one looks dirty. I'm just gonna go in circles, so looks like it's, maybe I should use my fingers instead. So I'm going to come in with the Pilot Juice 0.38, and this one is for the 20. I'm going to use this dark 554 for this planet thing that I forgot, and this part here, I don't know what that is, but I'll just add it there. And the clear Sakura Stardust number 700 for these garlands down here. And then for the ribbon, I'm going to come in with the 703. And for the ribbon, right there. Okay, did I miss anything? Oh, I said I was going to come in with the Posca here. Just going to make dots on there. And that is it. So that is day 20. And we are done. I think the pattern on the blanket is really cute. I'm glad I did that. So I'm going to zoom you guys out really quick. So here we are. The middle frame is all done. I thank you so much for joining me for this coloring in day 20 in Chihiro Shiomi's Advent Calendar, and for listening to my answers for the Positive 2020 coloring tag. I thank you so much, Jamie, for tagging me, and to Rachel for creating the tag. So I hope you guys had fun. I will see you all at my next video. Please take care, keep safe and healthy, and many happy colorings. Bye-bye.